Hello, I hope you're all well. Welcome to this little video where I'm going to talk about what's going to happen with the channel. I'm changing it up, just getting it moving a bit more. It's been pretty frustrating. Again, I always sort of dip this time of year and I always think about how I can change things. So I've thought of quite a few new things, new videos. The world predictions, they stay. Of course they stay, and there'll be lots of them. So, don't tune out just because you think I'm going to change it up to the point where I get rid of them. No, they will stay. There's a lot to say, but there's a lot of channelings that want to come through as well. And I'm trying to consolidate as much as possible on one channel, one YouTube channel. But there's a lot of information to come through, and I need to be telling you what's going on. I am seeing some very strange stuff. I have gone up quite a few levels and I'm continuing to do so with my gifts. You may be feeling the same somewhere. I don't know, but I have had to come out of my shell. Spirit are not happy that I do myself down so much and that I won't accept my role, which is their, okay, all right, their leader. So, God help them, yeah, but that's what I have been told to do, and I've been trying to change the channel up to become, I came up with a few names for it, quantum vision, which I think a lot of people will have already. I've been trying to change my channel, but I've ran into some technical difficulties, so I have to wait for that being sorted out. It's to do with my phone verification, because it's not popping up on my phone, but I am in the process of changing it all. So I can't remember what I called it now, because I was so frustrated. I tried to do it so many times yesterday. I had a little mini tantrum and walked away, so I can't really remember. I just cleared the board as I do with my stuff on the computer. Thank God I've got a new computer coming. I can't stand the one I have. I'm getting my Mac back, yay. But anyway, so it's quantum vision, the quantum visionary. I don't know, Spirit will come in and tell me again when I'm supposed to, but they gave me a chunk to put in. Now, there's a lot about the eye. If you've been following my Substacks, especially channeling through the world storm, you will know. The camera's moving again, sorry. If you're new here, the camera moves around because it's tracking spirits around the room, it's tracking faces, and we get a lot here. So, as I say, I want to change it up to bring in these new videos. There's a lot going on about the eye, and if you follow my Substack, channeling through the storm, the world storm, you will see the things that I put on about the eye. This is some sort of off-world organization, works for the Council of Light. They've got this throne they want me to sit in, and before you say, oh, she thinks she's someone, blah, 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 no, it's got nothing to do with that. I'm trying to run away from it. It is about extreme service, and I mean extreme. If you could see what I am putting up with, I've written about it on my Substacks. What is around me right now as I'm talking to you, if I close my eyes, I can see into another dimension. I can see all, come on, show yourselves. They're all there. There's a circle around me of people, a shield of people, and there are people trying to come in. And I have been terrified. I'm not kidding you. There's been some really strange stuff. So, don't ever think, and I'm only going to say it once, that I'm sitting there thinking that I'm Queen of Umbabongo, as I always say, or wherever it is, Queen of the whatever. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's about service, utter service. And it's something that's been a theme right through my lives. And they want me to talk about it now. And they want me to tell you who I am. Oh my God. All right, okay. And it's all to do with this eye. Somebody actually picked me up on a reading. I've got to connect with them. Bloody good reader, 13 Moon, she's great. And everything's about this I. And it's about when I travel, when I go to other dimensions, I see the I go through the people of the I, and I'm off seeing all sorts of different things. And I have Horus, cosmic I, you know, the universe's I, everything. And this organization, they protect the world. They are the angels. They're connected. That's what they do, okay? And they monitor everything that goes on here. And it's, all right, okay, it's recorded. This is why they show me all the books of knowledge. This is why I've got a cube of knowledge I've seen hovering around my head. And in the room when I woke up this morning, little cube. This is full on for me. The messages are coming through my dreams. They're coming through the night. It feels like a big trip. I'm not kidding you. I have so many people just coming in my face like this and looking. And they're on other dimensions. And it's all to do with these spheres, these cubes, these alien craft. Okay, I've seen a lot of aliens. I'm not going to scare you with some of the things I've seen. I never tell you everything because it's terrifying. I have no idea how I can sit here and just carry on as normal. The way I deal with it is to get angry, which is not always the best way. Okay, so don't take any tips from me, for God's sake, because I've used that to get through my fits. I've used it to get through the noise that's probably about to start happening upstairs right now. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Oh no, maybe it's just somebody who's going up the stairs to another flat. Let's hope. No, sorry. So I apologise for the noise that you're about to hear. I'm gonna laugh or I'll cry. So yeah, all of this stuff going on, and I've used anger a lot to get through things, and it doesn't always work. But that's how I do. I saw something when I was sitting out there. No, I'm not going to tell you because it's too scary, but it's alien. And these people are, when I say messing with me, they're looking after me, but it's still scary. Okay. And this is physically as well. They're definitely, you know, doing things. But anyway, I don't want to go into that too much. So I want to give the messages from them. There's going to be a lot of past knowledge. There's a lot to do with time travel. Apparently, and they've told me this right from the start, that I am out of my time. I am back in the past, which is interesting. I'm way ahead in the future, but apparently I'm in the past. And there are other things I want to do with the videos as well. You know, I've been watching, I don't know if you've watched Peter Laws. He's in the UK. He's absolutely brilliant. Love him. He's really good. And he talks about all of these, you know, hauntings and alien stuff that's gone on. And he does podcast type thing with it. And that's something I'm going to be doing. Setting up, I'm going to hopefully be in an office as well. I'm really going all Alexis Carrington Colby Dexter from Dynasty. Yes, I've been waiting years. I'm going to have an office hopefully in the town, and I'm going to have a studio set up hopefully. It may take some time to sort out, but that's what I'm looking for. Also gets me out of here, away from the noise and away from, I don't know, being cooped up in here because it's quite dark in here. And so I'm going to be doing that and doing a podcast, but I want to do more about, you know, my connection, because he talked about the vertical plane, which is something that happened in Doddleston, I think it's Yorkshire, where somebody was communicating in the 1980s with a BBC microcomputer with somebody in the future, which they sounded very alien, and somebody in the past, in the 1500s, was it? I get this kind of thing. I get a lot of World War II. I get a lot of people, they keep telling me about time. A part of me thinks that this organisation, the I, was set up because of World War II. I don't know, but I was asked to sit on the other side. Remember, you don't know who you are, yeah? I know a lot of you are sending more, says people, you know, I want to engage with the people on here who are really interested in this stuff. And so many of you have really supported me with this. And I want to engage more with you. That leads me on to, I'm setting up the circle. Well, yeah, actually, I may call it the circle. It's on the circle platform. That's what I'm going to look at. Discussion group. We're going to do spiritual mentorship on there as well. Okay. So I'm doing all that, but I want to talk about these things, about, you know, other people's experiences. We can even do readings on it and how it all fits in. It's going to get a little bit more esoteric, they're telling me. But the world predictions will stay. They're not going away. So we'll find out what Trump's up to next, and we'll find out, you know, whatever. Because there's a lot of warnings need to come out. There's a lot of change. And I'm going to be doing the world predictions reading straight after this video. But I wanted to talk to you about this. Everything I do is connected. Even my writing. It is connected. It's all the same thing. I would love you to check it out. There's a lot for free on there, but there's also memberships because I need to make a living. Yeah, and everything I tell you is the truth, and scarily so. I test everything. I ask. I double check everything. Everything you get here is the truth. It's a little frustrating that YouTube will not push me forward when it pushes all these other world predictions readers forward, and they're really good. And I even had one of them. I even had Linda G on my memberships. You know, I don't understand. So I get pretty frustrated about that, and I really feel like the books, the writing, the Substacks, that's going to be a big chunk because YouTube's just not listening to me. And it's very frustrating. The AI videos are important as well because they show you the visions as close as I can get them. I'm learning still with it, and AI is clearly still learning as well because some of the things it comes up with, it's like, oh, okay, love, right? That shot needs to go. And I see it as a collaboration. I've explained my thoughts on AI, okay, before, so I'm not going to go into that, but it enables me to show you what I'm seeing because it has to stick to the script I tell it, okay? And it doesn't always get everything correct, but I get it as close as I possibly can. And the one I've done recently is all about the eye, okay? And okay, so I've got the guy who written about this. So remember I saw those orbs in the middle of the night. Well, they're not orbs, they're the spacecraft. And they are spacecraft. I'm telling you now, they're spacecraft. And I had some little ones flying around. They're around me right now. Right now, they're around me, all around me. They know everything that's going on with my body, everything. Everything's monitored, right? And I had this giant one come to the side of bed, and it was giant, and it was all white, and then it flashed at me like that, and then it moved to the bottom of the bed, and there's this guy. It's like the whiteness went and I could see into it, and there's this guy, and he's standing right next to me now, very tall, white hair. And I'd been annoyed, and apologies if I've said this before, but it's the depth of what I want. I'm trying to show you the depth of how I want to go into these things. We need to go up a notch. If you're on this channel, you need to upgrade with me, okay? Because you need to know about these things. A lot of you are writing things. A lot of you have to speak, and this is a prompt. This is a trigger for you. Upgrade, okay? Think of it like the Cybermen in Doctor Who. Upgrade. Okay. So, yeah. But anyway, so this guy appears, and I'd been very angry, and it needs to happen now. I do that because of anger sometimes. It's so, or the fire. They keep telling me about the fire. They send the fire engine down the street. Every time I'm getting angry, there's a fire engine goes whizzing past you, sirens blaring. Oh my God. Everything's fire. But the fire pushes me along. Okay, it does push me along. But when it gets a bit out of control, I'm sent for the fire engine. And my grandfather always used to say, and my mum, it's in my family, this fiery temper. They call it the keen temper, because they're all the Keens, Emily Keane, Robert Keane, and all them, and my grandparents, and I miss them like crazy. And they, my grandfather used to say to my mother when she started shouting, "What are you shouting about? The fire engines come to the bottom of the street." So I don't know if it's a play on that, but okay, so I was doing this, and this guy in the middle of the night is going, oh, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, but he's from this spacecraft, and I'm going, I went to sleep. It gets on that level because it just happens so much, and then there's the odd thing that happens, and it's like, oh my goodness, yeah. But anyway, I'm starting to run out of battery. So I need to tell you a bit about this, but the books as well. The books that I keep showing you, the Queen of the Italians, you know, Lady of Londinium, they are channeled messages. They come out in fiction. I have to put it out in always. I write about my experiences. I write the world predictions. I'm toying with putting all the Substacks together. I don't know. I'm going to leave comments on here, so I'd really like you to tell me whether you like that idea. I would put it into sections, so you would get my spooky life, and you would get the world predictions, and then you would get about the alien communication, stuff like that. And then there's other stuff I want to put in there about time travel and things like that, okay, and about things that interest me, okay. So yeah, this is what I want to do, and I want to use the AI to show the visions more. I have got a list of things I'm trying to get through. I haven't even booked a holiday yet, but I've got a list of things that I have to do because I haven't had a holiday for ages, and that's been one of my biggest things. But looking for houses, and oh my goodness, it's going to take a long time, but I will get there. But I want to set all of these things up because this is my business. This is you know, YouTube. I do the readings if you're interested in them. I do the one-to-one coaching, you know, not coaching, it's not coaching, mentorship. Yeah, if you want that, I can help you. Okay, I can do that. What else do we have? Yeah, the cards eventually. I don't need these cards. But I know people like the picture, and I keep saying that, and I write the words on here. I don't need it, but I'm willing to keep going with that because people like the cards. But when you come for the world predictions on my Substack, there are no cards. Occasionally, when I'm getting the predictions, they will show me a card in my mind, and I will mention that, whatever. But I don't use card. I just channel it direct. So I want to do that. Podcast would be about my life and what I see in any messages I receive as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Eventually, hopefully, there'll be a little shop as well. There's always got to be a little shop. I love little shops. I always love the little shop when you've gone round a museum, or you've gone to a stately home to have a look round, or castle or whatever. There's always a little shop to finish off the day. I love that. I love shopping. So yeah, as I say, a lot going on. I would have liked to have done readings more of a nature for everybody else, but it just doesn't, you know, like normal tarot readers, whatever, but it just doesn't seem to be fitting in here. But there's going to be lots of messages from angels, from other beings, from beings from the past, you know, like the pharaohs or Winston Churchill, all these people that come to me, they wish to speak. You know, I've had so many experiences regarding Winston Churchill. It's unbelievable. Even when I went to London, I had to go and stand in front of his statue. And I got this sensation that he was looking out, because I asked my son, where's Dover, if you like, and he's facing the right way, and it's still this protecting. It's really, really odd, and I could see, you know, spirit going over him and the eyes. I don't know if it was him, but they were. That's what they do. You should see it when I go to Madame Tussauds. Oh my God, I think spirit have fun. They literally, because that's what they do to show you they're there. You know, I see all different ways. I see physically full-on apparitions that works, but sometimes they will just go over something. So they'll stand right over the dummy, whatever you want to call it, and the eyes move and everything, and it looks like everything's come alive. It's like, oh my God. So it can be quite amusing, but it can also be a bit, ooh. But there's a lot going on. I've been told to tell you there's 6 portals opening up around the world. Creatures are coming through. There's a bleeding of the dimensions bit. And we've talked about this. It's to do with time. And this is done by this coven that's operating from strategic points in time. And one of them is World War II. Okay. Interesting. So, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about the cryptids, things like that. So I'm trying to consolidate everything, as I say. The writing, I am having Lady of Londinium edited at the moment. That's going to go out to big publishers. Everything once that's done. Working on other books with my literary agent. They're all, even the spicy ones, you don't have to read them, but even the spicy ones all have a message in them. I actually had in the Daddy's Rules one that I did, which is one of my biggie books, you have, I had a paragraph dictated to me by one of my guides to put in there. This is how it works for me. This is all channeling, and it's quantum entanglement, quantum channeling, whatever you want to call it. So this is how I'm hoping to push forward. But I really would like to get these videos moving on YouTube. There's a lot of people come in here who don't subscribe and who really need to subscribe, because these messages are important and they're going to be very deep, and I'm going to be getting information that others don't, apparently. I don't know. That's what they're telling me. Well, that'll be interesting. But that's what I'm told. So it would be really nice to push this forward. I've got a lot of people comparing me to other people, and you know, and that no doubt they get the same thing as well, the other people. But I'm slightly different, I think, in that I go off into different tangents with certain things. Okay, and I think that can either put people off, or it can people like it. I don't know. But that's the way I am, and that's the way I'm going to have to proceed. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to have to charge my battery up, I think, but I'm going to have to go and do the world predictions video, and then I'm going to see what they want me to do next, and I hope you'll join me for them. The channel will change a bit, the title will change, the picture, once I get this verification thing sorted out, and the description, which is going to be channeled again for me. Okay, so yeah, just why did we put a light on that card? The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. Yeah, these little lights, they're spheres, they're craft. I'd like to know a lot about the cube. Jump in. Andromedan energy adventure. Say yes to change. They're confirming for me. Okay. Oh, one more. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. There you go. Oi, is that? What is that all about then? I think I must be getting a message for someone here. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. This is a connection here. Somebody's trying to say sorry. I don't know, but somebody's trying to say sorry somewhere. Wait. It's not yet the right time. Things are being woven. We're getting a little message here. I'm going to tap there. Angus. Okay. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Somebody's going through something traumatic. You're being asked to wait. I'm sorry I can't do this anymore. You're being asked to wait. Wait before you take action. Ground yourself. Obviously use your own discernment. You're in charge, remember. This is advice, okay, from Spirit. You are in charge of your life and you make the decisions, okay? So, interesting. I don't know if somebody's doing a new course of action apart from myself here. But there's a big change coming up for someone, end of a relationship. It's a life lesson. Earth School, life lesson, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay, it's time to move into higher learning. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Well, I'd love to know your thoughts and comments. It's not going to sway me either way. This is the way I'm going because this is the way I've been asked to go by Spirit. But it would be interesting to know what you think about the Substacks and whether you would like them merged with the different sections, or whether you want them to stay separate, because I'll only come back with more. That's the trouble. I have so many things I want to write about. I'm researching as well. So yeah, a lot of things have not gone my way in recent months, and the other things are starting to change and show me a different way to go. So it's been quite frustrating, but hopefully this will change things around. And thank you for your support as always. I really appreciate it, and your messages. And I haven't got round to replying to a lot of people yet, but I will. Okay, if you want reading all the details, all the Substacks, all the books, the AI videos you can watch, because I've tried to load 2 more, and there is a nuisance on YouTube who apparently has copyrighted AI generated music. So I don't know how they can get away with that, but they have. So I have to put it on my Substack. I hope you will check it out, especially the one about the eye. Links in the description. And yeah, if I get the circle set up today, there'll be a link for the circle as well. You can join that. All right, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share this. Take care. Thank you. Bye.